afternoon and welcome back to the Nation News headlines. In spite of the government's sweeping bureaucratic reforms and a new look cabinet, Thailand has yet to see a new Secretary General at the Civil Service Commission or a Bureaucratic Development Committee. According to the new National Administration Act, the government must establish a Bureaucratic Development Committee within 30 days of the act coming into effect. To get the government up to speed, Deputy Prime Minister Wisanu Krungam has been laying down ground rules for picking committee members. Wisanu says next week he will give the cabinet a list of 20 candidates. The cabinet will choose the final 10 members. At the same time, the government will have to appoint a new Secretary General for the Civil Service Commission. Past commission head Kun Ying Thipawadi Meksawan was made new permanent secretary of the Information and Communication Technology Ministry. Wisanu says the new commission secretary general will come from within the commission. The government looks set to increase the price of cooking gas to help ease the burden on the oil fund. Energy Minister Prongthep Thepkanchana says the Energy Policy Planning Office suggests upping the price of cooking gas. That will ease pressure on the oil fund, which is shouldering the cost of falling gas prices. Last year, the government adjusted cooking gas prices 3 times. It hasn't touched prices this year. Officials say a price hike will not affect consumers. The government has support measures in place to prepare industry for just such an increase. The ceramics industry, for one, has been advised to use ovens that can produce energy savings of 30 to 40%. Meanwhile, EPPO has a backup emergency plan it will employ if the crisis in the Middle East escalates. Thailand's rubber farmers do not want the government to interfere in rubber prices. They say government meddling is not the best way to help farmers. Farmers Association President Uthai Sonlaksap says he disagrees with the rubber price intervention plan announced by Deputy Agriculture Minister Newin Chichop. Rubber farmers say this is the last thing the government should be doing. But Agriculture Minister Newin says the government's talk of price intervention is to warn those who want to see prices fall that Thailand means business. The government is prepared to act quickly to help farmers. Newin also insists that the rubber price intervention is a last resort. If it has to be employed, the government will make sure farmers are protected. Meanwhile, the International Rubber Consortium should be up and running by the middle of November. The consortium comprises Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia. And the body will soon appoint a management team before starting working next year. And that was the Nation News headlines. Stay tuned for more news at 3:30. And you're now watching Nation Channel, Thailand's first 24-hour news station.